Hello Terraria and Fusius, my name is James and welcome back to the Calamity mod. So today is day 24 of our Death Mode Let's Play, and it's time to get serious because yesterday's episode brought up a lot of comments about how I could personally improve what I'm doing. So sometimes it's important to have people pick apart what you're doing wrong because it genuinely does help you improve. So here's where I'm going wrong. First thing Leviathan sent me, I'm actually doing the fight wrong that I was doing in Hell. I was trying to run away from it during its charging attacks, which is right, but I was also trying to keep a distance during the whole fight overall, and you guys, as well as Leviathan, reminded me that the cosmic lamps are actually there so that you don't run out of that little boundary. It just seemed counterintuitive to me, I'm not going to lie, but now I understand it, so we'll do a little bit better today. I also got a bunch of comments about how I use mana, so a lot of people were kind of, well, a lot of people have been from day one kind of upset that I'm somebody who doesn't use a mana flower. I never really have been. I don't know why. I just don't like the mana debuff. It's really annoying, to be honest. So I personally like to let my mana recharge, but you guys actually recommended that there is 2 upgrades that I can now make. So I should have been keeping track of this. I completely forgot. Right, we're going to make the core now. So this will make our mana look pink. It's called the Ethereal Core. So we'll craft that. Bam. Oh, yep, there we go. Okay, so it gave me 100 extra mana. And now we're going to make something called the Phantom Heart. So here it is. Phantom Heart. It uses 150 of these Phantoplasm. So we're going to make that. Take that. Takes a little while to take. And now we're up to 550 mana. So we've got 200 more mana. So if I just show you this, it's a lot longer. You can attack for a lot longer, which is great because it means you're obviously recharging less. You can focus more on your fight. So that's pretty good for me. That's already a really good change. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm actually going to start working on killing the polterghast. That's one of the fights I just want to get out the way because I was actually finding a lot of success with it yesterday. I just didn't have time to actually finish it off because I'd been recording for so long. So I'm going to go do that now, and you guys are going to see my winning kill. Actually, you know what? Before we go and do that, there is actually one thing I need to make. I need to put this inside of here and make the Sigil of Calamitous. I think I'm almost there. I just don't know exactly what I'm missing. I feel like I've got everything, unless... No, that seems about right. What am I missing? Let's see. I've got my Crystal Shards. I've got an Emblem. I've got a Charm of Myths. Core of Chaos, Spell Tome, an Amulet. Now, what else am I missing? Unless... Huh, okay. Let me look this up and I'll get back to you. Found out what it was. It was the unholy water. I actually had holy water. So, Sigil of Calamitous, you are mine. 10% increased magical damage, critical strike chance, and 15% decreased mana usage. Yeah, that's actually way better. Plus 100 max mana and increased life regen and reveals true treasure locations. Okay, awesome. Fantastic, fantastic item. So I will replace that with the Dryaden's Heart because I'm barely using that anyway. So once I get my Goblin Tinkerer, I am going to reforge it. So let's see what we can get. Let's see. 1 platinum. Guarding? No. Yeah, menacing. That seems about right. Okay, so I'm all ready for my new fight with Polterghast. Alright, that's that done. I actually, so this wasn't my first attempt. This was my second attempt because I actually failed the first one because I got a package at the door. So I had to like bail halfway through the fight and I got ripped apart. But there we go. Not bad. I actually decided to use a summon. Usually I wouldn't do that, to be honest. It's not something I would usually do. But I slapped one down because I was like, you know what? While I'm missing shots trying to dodge, I may as well have something helping me out. It didn't seem to affect much else, so I'm pretty happy about that. Right, let's open this up. Bam. What did we get? We got the Hasty Affliction. Gives you and all other players on your team +2 life regen, +10 max life, +5 max damage reduction, 30 defense, and 10% increased damage. These effects are stronger on Revengeance mode. Right, so I'm going to swap that with... I feel like that would work better. What's my DPS right now? So I've got 154 on that. If I was to swap those over... 155, but this one gives me better flight time, so oh, right, I'm gonna go with that. That seems good. Yeah, okay, we'll go with that. Alright, so let's give this a reforge. So it's now time for me to do Cygnus. I'm not very excited to do Cygnus. Cygnus seems truly awful. It really does. Even though I know what to do now, I'm still not looking forward to it. What's this? A ghoulish thingy? Cool. What's this? A ethereal subjector. Summons a phantom to protect you. I might have a few of these during my fight. Usually, you get told off in the YouTube comment section if you have summons. Oh, permanently makes Adrenalis take 5 seconds less to charge. Adrenalis. Why did I say that? Okay, cool. Alright. Let's, yeah, let's move on. So I'm going to do my fight now. Oh, look at that. Oh my god, what's the DPS on that? Nice. That is cool. I like that. What's the DPS on this? 16,000. What's the DPS on this? 10,000. Right, but that's still cool though. It looks awesome. Right, so I'm going to go do it. I'll be silent and I'll let you know what happens. Alright, there we go. So I managed to do that. So usually what I do is, at the end of a fight that I found particularly challenging, I'll give you like my honest thoughts after I beat it, because sometimes when I beat a boss, my thoughts change on it quite a bit, because I'm like, well, that was satisfying because I worked hard and I beat it. But personally, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I really just don't like that boss. But then again, you know what? I really don't like it. I'll just be truly honest with you. I don't like it, but... The funny thing is I thought that attempt there was really easy, but it's only because I'd done it so many times, and I had to take breaks during that. So I must have spent about 2 hours trying to beat that boss, which is quite funny. You know, it is death mode at the end of the day. Now, I always get this. I always get this argument of, well, it is death mode, and even I say it sometimes. But I do feel like there has to be a balance sometimes of, okay, it's death mode, but, you know, the boss has to feel right. And I just feel like it's a lot easier than all the other bosses that have come... You know, before and after it, it just don't feel, it just feels different. You know what I mean? It feels different, especially because polterghast was so easy. So up next is DOG, but not actually. So what we have to do now is defeat some pre-hard mode bosses in the Abyss. Not pre-hard mode, some mini bosses. Now, I actually haven't seen these. I haven't looked at them. I have been watching, well, I've been trying to keep up with Leviathan series, but I haven't watched his one covering these mini bosses yet, so I'm quite excited to see them, to see what they look like. So I've got to look for an accessory now, one that will actually keep me alive down there. So what I'll do is I'll do a blind first look at what we're going to do, and then as we progress onwards, I'll actually like start doing some research and stuff. I'm just looking at what accessory I need. Oh, there it is. It's this one. So I would probably swap that over with that. Yeah, okay. Transforms the holder into an armored diver, increases movement speed while underwater, and moves slowly outside of water. The suit armor plates reduces damage by 25%. Okay, cool. Right? Awesome. So there is actually something that I need to do while I'm down there. There is an enemy that I've got to farm out called the Mauler. Now, I have farmed some of these out in the past, but I actually haven't gotten anywhere with that. So we're going to take a look at them today. I hate the Maulers. You'll see what the Mauler is in a minute, but essentially it's a little fish that flies on top of the pond, and they're just really obnoxious to kill because they've got so much health. All right, let's make it daytime. Yeah, let's go take a look at some Maulers. Whee! Got my Cosmo lamp. Cool. Little summoner thing, so that's going to help us out a little bit. We can get rid of these out of here now. I don't know why I randomly just decided to go summoner after all this time. It's quite funny, really. Okay, right, let's get rid of Zen. And we're going to wait around a little bit, see if we can get a Mauler in here. Some of these enemies only get aggravated once you've actually kind of approached them and stuff, so... Well, what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm just going to farm out, I guess, and wait for these Maulers. And I'll cut back in when I... Oh, there you go, there's a Mauler. I don't have to bother now. I just want to show you what these actually are. So they essentially just run at you like this. They're not particularly difficult, they're just kind of annoying because of how much health they've got, but they do drop a weapon that was recommended to me. So the reason why we're actually doing the aquatic depths, not the aquatic depths, what's it called, the abyss. The reason why we're doing the abyss now is actually because there are a few certain items that you actually get, a few certain weapons and stuff. And these weapons are apparently amazing for DOG. I don't know which one's which, so I'm going to farm. But I'll be right back when I've killed a few Maulers. Okay, I got it. It's called the Sulfuric Acid Cannon. Now, I don't know if this is something that needs to be upgraded or literally this is it. Okay, cool. What's its damage? 381? Was it worth getting? I actually don't have a clue. But we'll find out when it comes to DOG anyway. Alright, so I went up and looked... I went and looked up what you have to do. The first thing I have to do is fight a big mini-boss. I don't know what they're called. This one. This is the mini-boss. That's it. Oh my god, there's so many mini-bosses. Because apparently these guys will actually drop... Oh my god. For real? This is going to take forever. Apparently these guys will actually drop special weapons and stuff like that. Right, I'm going to go farm that, because it's going to take me a little while, because I can already tell there's a little bit of a learning curve there for me personally, so... Yeah. Okay, so that is literally everything that I needed. So I've been here for a while. Like, I don't know how long it's been. Maybe like 20 minutes? I had to keep running back and killing little mini-bosses. So I believe the bit I spoke over was where I had that very large worm attack me. That's essentially the adult version of the little ones. So sometimes you get an adult, sometimes you get a little one. And I got all of the weapons that I needed. So... let's swap this over. Actually, let's go back to this setup here. So yeah, that means we are now ready for DOG. So let me show you the weapons that we actually worked on today. I didn't show all the farming because it was quite boring. But I'll show you it here. So if I was to remove that, and actually, let's remove that. Let's keep, I want to show you all in a line, basically. Let's get rid of that as well. So yeah, that's what I wanted to show today. 1 second. Right. Okay. Awesome. Okay, let's have a little look. So this is the Soul Edge. It shoots phantoplasm. Pretty fantastic. This is what you use to shoot DOG when it's like above you. Like that. Pretty cool, right? And then we also got the Valediction, which is a throwing weapon, which is just going to be insane. I'm very excited about that. Like this. Hell yeah. And that. So that's what we actually went for. And then we also got this. This apparently sticks and debuffs. So if I was to do this again. Pretty good. And then I also got this, which is... it summons these little squids. I don't know if I'm going to use that. And then I also got this. I wasn't quite sure exactly what this is. Essentially, it creates O's that get larger. And then if you do contact damage, it does a lot of damage, I guess. But it didn't seem to be too powerful. And I actually used it in a big open area where it could actually bounce around a good amount. But as you can see, I'm doing pretty awesome. So tomorrow is DOG. Leave your predictions down below if you must about how many times it's going to take me to actually beat DOG. Is it going to be like 10 times? Is it going to be 20? Is it going to be 1? Is it going to be 5? Let me know down below. So if you enjoyed today's episode, please be sure to smash that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you all tomorrow for one of the biggest episodes yet, because this one's really important. Right, see you all tomorrow, guys. Peace.